Hey guys, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends on what part of the world you're in. Either way, it all applies to you. This is season 5. We're on episode number 4. Welcome, Boss Fam, to Real Talk Houston. I am Carlotta B. And this is the show that illuminates, inspires, and brings you the real talk. This segment is the Spotlight Lounge, where we will take a leap into the life and career of one of today's most captivating leading ladies. Meet actress, model, TV and film producer, media mogul, Denise Smith Noir. She's a powerhouse guest who is conquering the world of television, both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. From her breakout role as an actress to her incredible achievements as a TV producer, she's also made big waves, you guys, as a reality TV star. I don't know if you remember, but Ready to Love Houston? Yes, you definitely saw Denise's face on that. She gave us an unfiltered glimpse into her life. She's a true multi-talent. She continues to inspire and entertain audiences. So at the end of this show, you guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my page, Denise's page, and we'll give you all that information. Again, welcome Denise Smith Noir.
Hey, girl, get me on this couch. It's too loud.
About time. It's been a long time coming.
I know. We've been waiting for that.
Yes, we've been talking about this and trying to make it happen for the longest.
Together. And
yes.
It's here.
Well, the wait is over.
It's here.
Right?
We're here.
And this is going to be on and popping. This is about to be
Let me,
a super juicy interview, you guys.
We take a sip to that. Hold on.
No, we got it. No. See what she did, Boss Fam?
I'm sorry, because we had toasted earlier.
I was
in that moment.
We did. This is our second toast.
So,
salute to an excellent, great show.
Wonderful interview.
It's going to be a wonderful show.
That's
all right. So again, you guys, actress, model, TV and film producer, media mogul. She's done it all. She's done quite a bit. And we're excited to have her here with us today. So, Denise, we're going to go ahead and dive in. We're going to get to the juicy stuff. All right? So, let's get started. We're going to talk first about what inspired you to explore acting and producing, and how has your perspective on the industry changed since you've taken on both roles, acting and producing?
Well, Carlotta, thank you for having me.
Very welcome.
First and foremost, it's been a long time coming. I'm glad that I'm here.
Finally.
And well, I first started when I left Grambling State. I came back home, worked, yada, yada. Then I wanted something different. It was just something in me. You know, when you go to college, you really find out what it is that you want to do and who you are.
Yes.
So I left Houston.
You left Houston?
How
dare you?
21. I
Yeah.
left Houston when I was 20, 21, and I moved to New York. And I didn't know anybody. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to go here, put my pedal to the metal and make it happen.
Yes.
And I did. So, obstacles. And then it just manifested into something that I love.
Okay.
And I just
you went
my way, and you live on it.
Has your perspective changed though from when you first kind of wanted to get into the business, and now that you're in there, has your perspective changed at all?
My perspective has changed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. When I was 21, my mind is not where it is now. 21, I was like, I want to live the life. I want to be I want to do all this and all that. Got on BET, did Rip the Runway for like 5 years. So that put
Did you?
Yes, I did Rip the Runway.
Okay.
Right? Do y'all remember
what? I didn't know about that part.
In the day.
That's what's up.
I did Rip the Runway.
Okay.
And so that put me in a different level of wanting to know more about it. I started hanging out with people that were there, and then over the years of connecting with people, I'm like, you know what? My perspective changed. Like, this is who I want to be. I can see myself doing this. I can see myself being so creative and meeting people. So I'm so personable. My perspective have changed. It matured.
Okay.
Let me just say that.
You're a lot more mature now.
I'm a lot more mature
about the industry and yourself in general.
Of course, myself, but just in the industry of knowing and the knowledge and meeting people. Sometimes they are expecting you to do, let's say, this big multi-million-dollar movie and feel like you have that. But no, when you are inside the industry and you meet people, you connect with people, and they genuinely want. So it changed.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Exactly. That's
yeah.
good. That's
So,
call true growth.
That's
on all levels.
True growth. That's exactly what it was.
Can you tell us about a pivotal moment in your career that shaped your approach to film and any type of storytelling relative to film and producing?
So I can tell you a little story in New York, and hopefully this helps someone in encouraging.
Okay.
But when I got the Essence magazine, I don't want to say homeless,
okay,
but I was just on the train. I had nowhere to go.
You were on the cover of Essence?
I was.
What were you?
I was booked for a one-page
You were in
spread.
Essence.
I was in Essence.
Okay.
But
okay.
I want to say that I went to this audition, right? And it was 6 months out.
Okay.
And the way that I got it was I was on the train, didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
And I heard these girls talking about the Source magazine audition and the Essence magazine. So I followed them.
Oh, that's
They didn't
good.
know that I was following them, but I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go, so I'm just gonna go.
Right.
And I was like, Lord, do what you do. I mean, I'm here, and and I left Houston, so I'm like, I gotta make a point. I can't go back.
Yes.
Followed them there. My phone died right before I got, and I'm like, I don't have the email. My phone died, and the guy was just like, looked me up and down, was like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I went in there.
Yeah.
I fell in line. I had to look straight, look right, look left, and where you from? Are you free? This and I was like, yes. 30 minutes later, they called me and said they wanted me to be in there. No, this was for the Source. Excuse me, the Source magazine.
Okay.
They called me 30 minutes later and said we would love for you to be on a 3-page spread.
Get out, girl! Look at God. Amazing.
$50 in.
Yes.
So what I want to say is I encourage everyone to just go because you never know.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened with Essence. I did that 6 months out.
Okay.
They called me the day before the shoot. I got hit by a car. I did the little Tom and Jerry fall over the. I did a little Tom and Jerry curl up over the hood, and I was mad, cussing this man out like, "You don't know what you did."
Yeah.
I want to stop, but I gotta go to this set.
Right. I can't do what I want to do.
Yes, I want to fall. My knee was hurting and all that, but I went because that's Essence. And if you really want it, you will go the distance. Not saying that you will stop yourself from being hurt or anything.
Yeah.
But if it's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
And if it's for you, you're gonna make it happen. And
that's
so
true.
It was for me.
Isn't that something? That's an incredible story, and it's also a testimony.
It is
because you just never know. There's so many people out there. They're just stuck in a rut. I want to do something. I know I can do better, but I don't know how to get started. I don't have any money. I don't know who to talk to. But again, you guys, her story is a true tale about just going for it.
Yeah.
Not being able to see exactly the end of what you're trying to do, but you know what you want to do and just go do it because you just never know.
It's about being witty about it. It's maturing to know the right. And I'm not perfect. And back then, of course, when I was 20 something, was not. But but it allowed me to, be like, well, shoot, if I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
Right. Don't be afraid.
And don't be afraid.
Yeah.
And God put that on my heart. And I got that 1-page spread in Essence, and I got a 3-page spread in the Source magazine.
In Source magazine.
Ain't that something?
That is amazing. Girl, you're gonna bring me to
moment.
tears over here.
I mean, it's if there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things that get in your way to mentally drain you not to do something. When people say, I ain't leaving. I ain't never leaving Houston.
Right.
Why?
Right.
You may grow.
Yeah.
And I spent almost 10 years in New York. I grew up in my 20s in New York.
Oh, you were there really? You were there for a while.
I was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you left family behind, or are you originally from Houston?
I'm originally from Louisiana.
Okay.
But then grew up in Houston. I don't know nobody. Jewel, okay? Nobody knew that. But yeah, I'm originally from Louisiana. Grew up in Houston.
Okay.
I went to Grambling, Louisiana.
Okay.
Grew up in my 20s in New York.
Yeah.
My 30s in LA.
Yeah.
It's a book. Okay. It's a book.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
You definitely have a story to tell. And it's a beautiful one. So far, I'm loving it.
Thank you.
How do you balance your creative vision with the logistical challenges of producing a TV show or film? Because I know there's a lot involved, and anytime you're in, even if you're reading a script, there's still some level of creativity that you may have to add to the script,
Yeah.
or even from a producing perspective. How do you balance that creative vision?
What do you mean balance between balancing both sides of being on camera and off camera?
On camera, well, in front of the camera and behind the camera. How do you balance that vision for creativity?
Well, they always say you master one first in order to open the doors for something else. So I kind of mastered, meditating, making sure, because I come from a world of modeling.
Okay, yes,
so
yes.
I had to know that my dream was done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go in with your plan A and I don't believe in plan Bs. I believe that there's many parts of my plan A.
Okay.
That I'm going to do.
Okay.
But that.
I like that perspective.
Yeah. I'm not going to give myself a plan B. That means you're giving yourself room to fall.
I like that.
Like, okay, well, if this don't work, then I'm going to go here. No, you're going to make it
8.1, 8.2, 8.3 maybe, but not a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C.
Yes.
I like that perspective. Go ahead.
So, I make sure that you know what you want to do first. Like I said, I did modeling. I mastered it. That was my success. I wanted to get in a prestigious magazine. Essence. Yeah. I wanted to get into Urban.
Yes.
Which was the source. I've been offered to do, King's Move and all that, but
yeah.
And I don't want to say I'm done with that, but it's just, okay, that was a focus. That's still open. That's my A, but let me go here.
Yeah.
So my creativity, being around people.
Yeah.
So I just still have that, but focus on this and then succeed. Like I created 2 TV shows. You focus on that. And then now, what am I doing now? Okay, I'm doing this. So that means I've completed 2. That's going to manifest 3.
Exactly.
Exactly. And all of it's tied in together. So when you go present yourself with a resume, they see you've done A, 0.8, 0.9, 0.10. You know what I mean? You've done all of those things.
Right.
And you balance it by just being free, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think? You made a good point about mastering. Do you really believe in mastering one thing at a time, and mastering that one thing can lead to something else? Because a lot of people they're multitasking, and the bad thing is I'm one of them, and I find that I'm always worn out. And a lot of times when you're doing a lot, you can't be a master of everything. You can't be a master of 5 things at once.
So you have to look at
master one thing and then move on.
Because then you have to look at how the brain operates. If you're all over the place, all at one, does that mean you're scattered and you can't complete one thing? And you find yourself still like, I got to get to this. I was painting this piano. It's not done.
Exactly.
But my clothes is over there.
Because I stopped and started doing something else.
You see what I'm saying? Finish that, you're done. You don't have to worry about that. So when your next one comes, you've mastered the structure of your mind, your life.
Yes.
And you'll be more aware to be able to pay attention to certain things.
Yeah.
And that's how I do it.
Yeah. So, I like that concept.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a lot less stressful and you can get a lot more done. Right? You can get a lot more done.
Yes.
When you're not trying to do 5 things at once.
If you're listening to music and cleaning at the same time, that's a no-brainer. But
that's different. But then trying to launch 5 businesses at the same time. That's
don't get me wrong. While you're writing and then you get booked for a fashion show, okay, take that writing with you and then go do the show. Yeah. So it's just about learning how to balance between.
How to balance what you're doing and make sure you're organized and doing what you need to be doing and not doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
So that's smart. What's the most significant lesson that you've learned while working behind the camera as compared to being in front of it? So what have you learned behind the camera and what have you learned in front of the camera? Some important lessons.
What I've learned behind the camera is that you have to pay attention to detail.
Okay.
Which means in your life, you pay attention to the details in your life. What are meaningful and what are not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And so on camera, You pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so glad my sideburns is working today. But my sideburns don't work every day, all day. They fly away.
Sometimes you have a bad sideburn.
So you gotta pay all the time. Them sideburns don't want to hit, but they hit today.
Pay attention to detail.
Pay attention to detail. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's behind the camera,
and in front of the
camera,
you have to pay attention to detail as well. Like you have to, for example, for a role, you pay attention to what the character likes. Okay, so she likes orange. I'm gonna make sure I wear something orange when you're getting ready to go audition. You gotta pay attention to the outside stuff. True enough, you have the lines.
Yeah.
But what are the outside? Because the outside is what makes the lines pop. So you have to, those things to help you be able to be in that moment, in that character. And in your life, you pay attention to your detail.
Yeah.
What looks good on you? What kind of lipstick looks great? You ain't gonna see me in gray unless it's a smoky gray. You know what I mean? Like
you gotta
do that. Like purple, all purples don't pop as much as a royal purple or a bright purple, a lavender.
Exactly.
So you just gotta pay attention to actually what matches in your life.
Yeah. Have you ever had anything catastrophic or a memorable event that happened while you were on set or in front of the camera or behind the camera? Anything happened that was just so outlandish and memorable that you want to share with us? Give us one.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
That might be part of question number 5. I don't know.
On camera, wow. There's so many that I can give you from Ready to Love that I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm a good girl.
Okay.
I say skinny dipping.
Okay.
Was one of my pivotal moments.
Okay.
I felt like I had the body for it.
Okay.
I felt good.
Okay.
So I wanted to, you know what I mean, give it a little spark. And I think that's one of the wildest things that I've ever done on camera.
Skinny dipping. How did you feel?
With a thong on.
Did you feel good about it though?
I was shy.
You were enjoying it,
right?
It was like,
it's like I'm shy, I'm nervous, and I'm badass at the same time.
Exactly. So I was like, all of your both.
Hurry up. Just hurry up and do it. Hurry up and do it. So
I love it.
I did it. Yeah.
I love it.
So spontaneity is my thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I love it.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Ready to Love in a minute. But how did you choose the projects that you're involved in? And then part B to that question is talk to us about Ready to Love. So you guys know, as I mentioned before, Denise was in Ready to Love, the Houston version. But how do you choose your projects, first of all? What kind of process do you go through in your head about, I'm going to take this one or I'm not going to take this one? And then what are some of the reasons that if you have declined to do something, what was that reason?
So how I pick
your projects,
my projects, is that what's detrimental to me. You are when you are an actress, you can portray anything.
Yes.
I can portray gay, straight, the shoe shine woman, the gangster,
the
Nigerian African
versatility.
Lady. I can do all that, be versatile.
Yeah.
What I'm not going to do is going to do something that's going to make me go in a closet and cry about it.
Oh yeah.
So you have to feel it.
Yeah.
That's why you have the big actors that read the script first and be like, this is okay.
Yeah.
Because some people won't do demonic stuff.
Yes.
And then you have some people that won't do same-sex stuff.
Yeah.
A true artist is like, we tap into the character and we done.
Right. Yes.
That's a balance. Being able to tap in and be done with it.
Yeah.
Don't sit in it and live in it and become it. And then there goes counseling, then goes some other stuff.
Yeah.
So much stuff that makes you happen. So, and then, I don't know.
I know a lot of people that have messaged me on some other shows, because I have interviewed a few different actors and actresses, but I get a lot of messages regarding a lot of my shows. Some of them are public, but I get a lot of private messages also, like questions they want me to ask the guest, or experiences that they have had that they're sharing with me regarding that particular episode.
Yeah.
But I had one guy that did tell me, he messaged me and he said, hey, I'm an actor. I think he was from Chicago, if I remember correctly. It was a while back. But he said, he played a character that was totally against, it was a demonic role. And he said he's having nightmares, he can't sleep, but he said he made himself the person in the script because he wanted to do that good of a job. So yeah, you got to be careful with those things, right?
Be careful. At the same time, there's a tactic after, once they say, all right, cut, and then you have that
cut it off.
Cut it off. Yeah. Turn the music on. Put some headphones on. Start listening. Give me what you got for a poke chop.
Yes. Turn it off. Get out of that.
Get out of that, so that demonic energy and spirit won't live there.
Yes.
Have some headphones in. Get out of that.
Turn that off.
If you need to listen to some booty music, do what you got to
Whatever
do.
you got to do. Yeah.
So.
Oh my.
Yeah. So you got to do that. And what was it?
Actually, part B to that was, part A to that, part A1.
You know what?
A1 to that.
A1.
A1. Talk to us about Ready to Love Houston. Your character, I remember when I first saw her, I was like, that Denise is a firecracker. I like her. I'm like, I like her.
I mean,
what comes up comes out, and she don't play. Talk to us about it, girl.
I'm everyone's guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
So the inboxes that I've been getting from celebrities.
Yes.
From talk show hosts. And they like, Denise, oh my gosh, you let her have it. But I don't think I let her have it. I just think I did it in a settled way to I see you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then, Ready to Love was ready. It was ready to love. Whoever was.
Yeah.
Be specific.
You really didn't click with anybody, right? Was there anybody that you really liked? And it just, because some people might not have seen it, but they're probably going to go back and watch it now. You guys should go back and watch Ready to Love Houston.
Watch it on the own network.
But did you were jonesing on somebody, and that just didn't work out, and then you left the show? Is that what happened? I mean, I know you can't say too much, but in theory,
I can.
Okay.
But I'm.
I know. Use your own discretion. Say what you want to say.
So, it was that.
Okay.
No, you have some guy. I had about two of them. What do Calfani and Anthony?
Okay.
Those were the only two guys that I felt like, that can match my. They were athletic.
Yeah.
They worked out.
Yeah. Match your vibe.
I work out.
Yeah.
But there was David.
Okay.
David was funny. Country. My family from the country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
mine too. David,
you just had to filter out. But at the end, at the last minute, they was trying to play me, and I wasn't gonna happen. So you had to play chess.
Not having that.
So I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
So it's you before me.
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, you vibe with who you vibe with.
Exactly.
And I left it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tried afterwards, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? You just
it just wasn't there. It just didn't work out.
Now, if they put together a show with all the hotheads from each season and put us all together, I think that would be dope. Because you never know.
Okay.
All the spicy ones.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any regrets about Ready to Love Houston? Did you trade? Would you trade it for anything?
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah,
of course, I would add to it, but
exactly,
I wouldn't trade it. It was an experience.
Yeah.
I met some beautiful people.
Yeah,
I'm still friends with one or two of them.
Yeah,
we don't talk much, but we always DM and we always we see each other.
Yeah,
and so it was a job.
It was a really interesting group of people.
Yeah,
some of them
we wanted to have
fun with. Some of them, that was cool. That was a good show.
Yeah, I guess I'm real. I'm not.
Is it still going now? I know they went from city to city, but is there anything current that they're filming right now with Ready to
I'm
Love?
uncertain. I think so, but I'm
I
uncertain.
haven't heard anything lately about them. So that's interesting.
Shout out to Ready to Love. Hey, all seasons.
Right.
It's like it's a click.
Right. Was Will Packer the brains behind that? Who was the brains behind Ready to Love?
Will Packer production.
Yeah, it was Will Packer.
Will Packer.
Yeah.
Shout out Will.
He's doing great. Will Packer is doing some great things. Keep it up.
Shout out Will Packer. Shout out.
Yes.
We
Shout
got
out
over here.
Shout out. Exactly. Hit us up. Hit us up.
Yes.
What challenges have you faced as a woman in the industry? Do you feel have you seen or been a victim of any type of differences between males and females? Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it.
So one thing that I get common is that they don't know if I'm serious or not. Oh,
okay.
You just, I don't know.
Exactly.
You can be faking that you like me.
You got a poker face.
No, why would you say that?
Yeah.
That to me, that is a turn off. Or to say, oh, there she goes, she Hollywood. What? Does that reference that I've changed? Yes, I have. I'm not the same country girl from Houston back in Eisenhower.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a lady now.
Right.
So
that part. Yeah. Some people don't get it. They can't relate to it. And just because you've elevated yourself, that's, some people can't relate to that. You still Denise.
I'm still me. I'm still cool.
But when people can't relate to you, they talk about you because they don't understand.
Absolutely. So, I had to let some friends go because of that. I had to let some sisters go. I had to let some people go because sometimes they don't understand your growth.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you may not be in the perception that they put you in.
Right.
So they'll try to belittle
you. I want you to stay in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they'll try to belittle you or make you feel less than because you don't have enough of what they expected you to have.
Exactly.
So you just gotta kind of weave them out.
Yeah. Some people are there for a season, some for a reason, and you just gotta trust God and what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How do you handle the pressure and expectations that come with film and recording and producing and just media in general?
I still get nervous.
Yeah.
It's it's like a little kid, you get nervous.
Yeah.
And the pressure of, doing good.
Yes.
Yes. You want to put your best foot forward and you're thinking that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for the show and you be like, oh, the agent called and said you're not what they're looking for. You're like, well, how many weeks I didn't put in the work to do this? You mean to tell me?
Right.
But that's just the name of the game. You gotta have somewhat of a thick skin to be able to maneuver and survive the whole audition because, it only takes one.
That's right.
It only takes one.
It only takes one to change your life.
Absolutely.
But you do have to know kind of how to navigate all of that. It's not something you learn overnight. Sometimes it comes with time and growth.
It goes with growth.
Exactly.
Knowledge, relationships.
Yes, ma'am.
You have relationships with all different type of people.
Yes, you do. That's right.
Egyptian friends.
Yes.
I have Russian friends from LA.
Yeah.
So, you learn how to maneuver through the industry. You just learn your own way. And just be you.
Exactly.
And they're going to like you for who you are.
And if they don't,
too
bad.
They're not meant for you.
Exactly.
Those are not your people, your tribe.
I totally agree because everybody is not meant to be your people. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. What changes do you hope to see in the film and TV industry in terms of representation or the way people are treated? Any changes you would like to see?
I want to see more of us doing those big major films. Lady in Red, The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah,
we're talented as well, and I just love this girl power that we're having.
Yeah,
I love it. We have our own TV show.
Yep.
We have our own publicists. We have our own stuff, and it's time. It's the year it's the season of the women.
It is, and we need to work together more and hold each other up more instead of standing back, gossiping about people and not wanting to see anybody do well. And I feel like the world is huge. There's enough room for everybody to be successful and working together. There's no ceiling when you work together.
When you work together, that's how you grow.
Yeah.
And
exactly. Yeah.
That's how you grow.
Yeah.
And you learn from
Stop
different
limiting.
Yeah, if you're the smartest in the room, then I'm in the wrong room.
In
I'm trying
the
to
wrong
learn everything.
Exactly.
I want to learn how you make the big bucks.
Right.
I'm trying to learn how you make a shoe.
Yep.
Like I'm trying to
learn as much as possible, because you never know what avenue it's going to lead to and what journey it's going to take you on. And my husband says all the time, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
You're in the wrong room.
You're in the wrong room.
I don't mind teaching, but I want to learn myself.
Right? Sometimes you want to be taught, because one person doesn't know everything. There's always something to learn, and you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
I always say I want to learn. I always say I want to learn a little bit about everything.
Yes.
I want to learn a little bit about everything.
Yes, I agree. Final question.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'm going to ask you this. What advice, well, this ties into the last question. Okay. What advice do you have for anyone that wants to get into the industry? They're afraid, besides overcoming fear. We talked about that, but what advice do you have for those people? And secondly, is there anything that we left out that you would want the audience, Boss Fam, to know?
Well, the one thing I would love to, if there's a jewel that I can give, is the main thing that I would tell my younger self and to people out there who are looking or inspired to, to be in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Know who you are.
Yes.
That is the main thing. Know who you are, so you won't fall for everything.
Exactly.
For anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the main thing. Know who you are, whose you are.
Right.
Keep yourself centered and have fun.
Yeah.
Say fun.
Did want to mention, speaking of know who you are, in the industry within itself, why, in your opinion, I know you're not a professional, in this category, but why do you think there's so much drug abuse and drug addiction in the industry, whether it's acting or music? Why are so many people dying or getting just addicted to drugs and alcohol? Is it stress? I mean, what?
Well,
are they bored? What's going on?
I mean, I would never know what's going on in people's lives.
Yeah.
I can only go off of what I assume. What I assume is that, how you have some artists that they might, take a shot before they get in the booth.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a routine. It might grow. It might be some influences that they are around that's not telling them like, nah, let's not do that. Let's just leave.
Yeah.
Or it might be pressure.
Yeah.
It might be secrets.
Yeah.
Someone's holding secrets and it's like,
and that's just their way
inside and they like
of handling it
to forget about it.
Yeah.
It might be, mental illness. Mental health is very important.
Yeah.
I feel like, if you don't have a counselor, talk to somebody.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Somebody,
if
please.
Man, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Because suicide is serious out here.
It is.
And sometimes it is drug related.
Yes, exactly.
And you have to just stay centered. Just say my little duels and my prayers and all. I'll talk to my mom. Keep it moving. I have a best friend, my friend Angela. She'll listen. One thing that me and my other friend Danielle, we were talking about in this industry, we always have to make sure that the men we encounter is really about us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes.
And sometimes you get lost in that because he might be a drug addict, right? And then because you love him so much and he's just such a good vibe, you start doing the things, picking up habits,
right?
Stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just
being influenced. Is what it is, basically.
Absolutely. So you have to make sure you know who you are. Know who you are.
Yes.
And who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Excellent advice, you guys.
Yep.
Excellent advice. Know who you are. Do not be easily influenced. Nope. It's not a crime to say no. Stand your ground. Stand your ground.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
You so much. Oh, you can follow me at Denise Noir.
There it
21.
is.
You can also go to Facebook, Denise Smith. you can go on Voyage magazine and type in my name. And I'll shoot some of my magazine pictures to you. Just so
yes, I would love to see those.
So you can put the story, the picture with the story.
Yes, and connect all the dots. I would love that.
I will.
So happy that you came. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you
for having
so
me.
much for being here. I appreciate you. Again, you guys, it's been a long time coming.
We've been waiting.
We've been talking about this. I think we first connected, like, I know it was way over a year ago.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about this for a long time, you guys. So we really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and definitely share this video. All right?
Yes.
So we'll be coming back again with another guest very soon. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. And I am Carlotta B.